Lesson 2, prepositions with the verb estar in Spanish. The prepositions, some of the most basic ones in Spanish that we'll be utilizing are encima de, means on top of, debajo de, which means underneath or below, al lado de, 2 words, next to or beside, delante de, in front of, detrás de, behind, and en, which can mean in or on, depending on the situation. What I used to do with my students is we would do this chant where we would do these words in this order, and we would tap on our desks where the locations were. So for encima de, we would tap on top of our desk. Debajo, underneath. Al lado, next to. Delante, in the front. Detrás, we would tap our backs. And en, we would just really hard hit our desks. And it would go like this. It was a chant that they would repeat back. They would say, encima de, debajo de, al lado de, delante de, detrás de, en. And then we would do this while tapping those locations, if that helps you memorize them. Now notice after each one of these prepositions, these location words, it has the word de, except for en. Let me show you what you're going to do with de if it's followed up by a noun. If you're using de, you'll have to use el or la. First, let's practice with this little scenario. We're going to just talk about people, so we can keep it normal. You're going to tell me where these people are located in relation to each other. And because we're talking about the people, don't forget to use estar. Like for me, yo, to Pepa. I'm in front of Pepa, so I want you to write, I am in front of Pepa. So you say yo, and then you'll do estoy, because you're talking about yourself. And you'll say the word in front of, delante de, and then say Pepa. Go ahead, pause the video, and see how much time you guys need to do this, and come back and check your answers. Assuming you paused the video, let's check these out. So we had yo estoy delante de Pepa. You're saying I am in front of Pepa. Number 2, Isabela and Pepa. So those two are detrás de Mirabel. They are behind Mirabel. Luisa está al lado de Agustín. Luisa is next to Agustín. Mirabel and I, we are in front of Bruno. So you're going to say, Mirabel y yo estamos delante de Bruno. If you didn't want to write Mirabel y yo, you could have just wrote nosotros. Dolores, where's Dolores compared to Camilo? Dolores, you could say it's far away from. Dolores está lejos de Camilo. And then finally you have I am where to Mirabel and Julieta. You could say you're between, or you could just say next to. Yo estoy entre, which means in between, Julieta y Mirabel. Or if you want to, just say al lado, whatever is easiest. Now, when we were talking about earlier, a lot of them are followed by de, encima de, debajo de, al lado de. If de is followed up by a noun, and you have to use the el and la articles. In Spanish, they're kind of funny about saying de él. It just sounds goofy. Those 2 E's, they just don't go well. And I always over-exaggerate, like de él. It sounds just goofy. So what they do is they contract it. We contract all the time in English. And instead of could not, we say couldn't. Instead of cannot, can't. Wouldn't, shouldn't, ain't. Oh, we could go on forever. But Spanish has very few contractions. Here's one of them. So instead of saying de él, you're going to say del. And that's it. That's the only one you're going to do it for right now. The rest of them, if it's de la or de los or de las, leave it alone. It's fine. They don't have those 2 E's bumping up next to each other. So if you look right here, the mouse is on top of the desk. Desk is masculine, so they don't want you saying de el escritorio. You have to say del escritorio. But like here on the next one, the mouse is on top of the table. De la, that's fine. It's smooth. They just want you to leave it alone. Or here, the pencil is next to the book. Book is el libro. They don't want you saying de el libro. Just say del libro. That contracts. But like la puerta, that's feminine, then you just leave it alone. De la puerta. The pencil is next to the door. Let's do a little bit of practice with that. So go ahead and fill in the blanks with the correct contraction if need be. So you're going to do del or de la for right here. So number 1, we're talking about el cartel. That's masculine. So you're going to do de él or del. Go ahead, pause your video, try this real quick, and come back and check the answers. Okay, checking the answers. So to say on top of the poster, encima del, because poster is el cartel. Mochila is a backpack. La mochila, you could pretty much tell because it ends in A. Usually it's an indicator, it's feminine. So de la. Behind the clock. Well, clock is el reloj, so you'll just do del. Now, lápiz, that's going to be masculine. So you're going to say to the right of the pencil, del lápiz. You can remember pencil is not feminine because it sounds goofy saying la lápiz. Don't do that. It sounds like you're singing la 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 la. Silla. Oh, that ends in A. La silla. So you can say delante de la silla. Number 6 is saying to the left of the student desk. So that one is el pupitre. So you're going to write del pupitre. Pluma, it ends in A, so chances are it's a feminine word. It means pen, so you're saying next to the pen, so de la. And finally, we have libro. That ends in O, probably is going to be masculine. So you're saying under the book, so debajo del libro. So whenever you have de el, just remember, contracted to del. If you have any other articles, de la, or if it's plural, de los or de las, you're good. Don't worry about it. Here's some more practice. Go ahead, describe where these people are in relation to the second object. So like here we have, we're going to describe where's Carlos in reference to this desk that he's right there. And you could say like he's in front of it. Some people interpret it, it's all about perspective, that he's underneath it. But go ahead, just practice writing the sentences in Spanish, saying where these things are in relation to each other. So pause your video, come back and double check and see, compare your answers to mine. All right, so Carlos, we're going to say Carlos está debajo del pupitre. Carlos is, I said, under the desk. The pupitre is a little desk like the ones you have in class. But again, if you put delante or detrás, that's fine. Depends on perspective. It could be arguable. All right, Sergio, oh my gosh, Sergio's driving us nuts, and he's hanging off the light. So I said, Sergio está en la luz. I said he is on the light. Now remember, en doesn't need the de after, so that one just keep it en la luz. Señora C, where is she in reference to that chalkboard? The pizarra, she's in front of it. So you're going to say, Señora C está delante de la pizarra. Alana to Alex, we could say that they are next to each other. Alana está al lado de Alex. And then Gloria to Alex, I don't know, you could say she's behind him. So Gloria está detrás de Alex. See? Here's a good listening practice. We'll do, first I will say where things are, and you just listen and put true or false. And then I'll pop the words up there if you just need, or a visual person have to see it. But I'm going to say where things are, and you just write true or false. There's going to be 7 of them. All right, number 1. La ensalada está encima del tocino. The salad is encima del tocino. Number 2, los huevos están debajo de la leche. Huevos, the eggs, are debajo la leche, the milk. Number 3, las salchichas están al lado del tocino. So salchichas or sausages are al lado del tocino. Number 4, la hamburguesa está delante del cereal. Is the hamburger delante to the cereal? Number 5, el perrito está detrás del yogur. Is it the perrito caliente, the hot dog, detrás del yogur? Almost done. Number 6, el pan está en las frutas. So is the pan, the bread, in las frutas? And the last one, number 7. Las papas fritas están al lado de la hamburguesa. Are the papas fritas, the french fries, al lado de la hamburguesa? Al lado of the hamburger? Almost gave the answers away. All right, if you struggle with listening and you need a visual, here they are visually. go ahead and look those over, pause it, double check your answers, and we'll come back and look at what we got. All right, number 1, the salad is on top of the bacon. True. Number 2, the eggs are under the milk. False. Number 3, are the sausages al lado next to the bacon? True. Number 4, is the hamburguesa, the hamburger, in front of the cereal? True. Number 5, is the hot dog behind the yogurt? I would say false. Is the bread on or in the fruit? We would definitely say false. They're in the toaster. And finally, number 7, are the French fries next to the hamburger? Yes, that would be true. All right, and now let's get some more practice. Final practice in this video. Go ahead and write where these things are. Use the correct form of estar and your prepositions. So like, where is the chair in reference to the desk? So you could say like the chair is in front of the desk. So I'll say la silla está delante del escritorio. Hey, if you're not sure things are feminine or masculine, all the nouns in this practice, they're feminine. That'll help you out if you're not sure if it's gonna be L or law. All right, go ahead, pause it, try your best, come back and compare. Okay, assuming that you did this on your own, here's double check the answers. The chair is in front of the desk. La mochila, the backpack, is behind the chair, detrás de la silla. The computer, where's the computer in reference to the desk? The computer is on or on top of the desk, so you could say, la computadora está en el escritorio, or if you use encima, you say encima del escritorio. The cartel, the poster, where is it to the window? I would argue it's next to it, so we would say, el cartel está al lado de la ventana. And finally, where's that little green table in reference to the poster? You could say it's under it. Some people also could say it's in front of. It's up to you, perspective. La mesa está debajo del cartel. Thank you so much. Hope this helped.